Hello again, guys and girls, Gizwall Humans here. Welcome back to another Gears of War 3 gameplay commentary. Today, we are talking about a very specific subject, and this is something I think deserved its own commentary, which I have talked about numerous times in the Road to Gears of War 4 series. It's probably the idea that I have tried to hammer into everybody's heads the most, but I just, recently I did a video on the Nasher, that was something like episode 4, and someone named Cal McKenzie, a subscriber that I have, I don't want to say known or noticed, but I keep track of all of my subscribers. Every time I see a new face comment in the comment section, I know that it's a new face because I know who my subscribers are. I'm very proud of that fact because I keep track of every single comment. I read everything. So I knew this guy was a subscriber of mine, and he made a video response to one of my videos, and did a lot of great stuff, said a lot of intellectual things, but one of the things he said he didn't really understand was the fact that I said that certain weapons, or not just certain weapons, but pretty much almost every weapon on Gears of War 3 is overpowered. Now, don't get me wrong, Gears of War 3 is a great game, and that's the reason I say this, because Gears of War 3 is the most well-rounded game of all of the series. It's got great maps. It's the least glitchy, probably. It's just like the weapons, the variety in the weapons, at least, all the different things you can do, all the great game modes it's got. It's brilliant. It's a great game. But the biggest downfall I find for Gears of War 3 is that all the weapons are overpowered. Now, his reply to this was he didn't really understand what I was saying. He thought that if all the weapons are overpowered, then surely the game must be balanced. That's not really what I'm saying. Now, when you say something is overpowered, it has to be relative to something. If I'm saying a weapon is overpowered relative to other weapons, then yes, that means that if I say all the weapons are overpowered, then yes, they are balanced, because if they're all relative to each other, then they're all balanced. But I'm not saying that I'm not saying this, making this statement relative to the weapons in the game. I am making this statement relative to the power of weapons in Gears of War 1, which is the game which I find to be the most well-balanced weapon-wise of all of the Gears of War series. And this is something else I wanted to get into. This was the other reason that I wanted to do this commentary, is because throughout the series a lot of people complained about different things, and they've made up this kind of idea about Gears of War Judgment, most of all, that the franchise is becoming more and more like more and more like Call of Duty, rather. And I would like to sit here and I would like to say, I don't care that they've added in jumping, or not jumping, they've added in verticality, or that you can't go down in Judgment or anything like that. I don't think that in particular makes the game more like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty, there is one very specific thing about it that makes it annoying as a game, I guess. A little bit boring, and the game that everybody loves to hate, and that is the fact that it's so easy. And this is the thing that I'm trying to get across, that if all of the weapons are extremely powerful, that's, the Nasher kills in 2 shots from, any kind of realistic fight range. What I mean by that is, if you're going to get into a fight that is going to end up in someone dying, then the Nasher is quite likely going to be within its 2-shot kill range. The Lancer can just stop you straight in your tracks with just a few bullets. The Hammerburst downs people from one side of the map to the other in something like 8 bullets, which 8 bullets sounds like a lot, but it can be, with a good trigger finger, that can be shot off in ridiculously fast amounts of time. And then you get onto the power weapons. The boom shot is just a nuke in a very compact form. The only weapon that I find that's really meh is the sniper rifle, which, yeah, it's great and all. It can snipe people's heads off, but it's quite meh. overall. And also, yeah, the Gorgon is quite underpowered in comparison to every other weapon in the game. But overall, each weapon is incredibly fast to kill. And he said that, or in Callum Mackenzie's video, I think that's me saying his name right, he said that the weapons have to kill fast because that makes the game punishing. And this is what I mean about the Call of Duty effect. This is the real Call of Duty effect right here. Because if you look at a game like Call of Duty, a game that's very easy, the main thing that makes it easy is because you can kill people very fast. Because when someone gets even an inch out of place, someone can just be destroyed instantly. You know, 1-2 bullets dead. And this is the fact that I'm trying to get across here, that maybe killing someone incredibly fast, having a game that's incredibly punishing, that does actually not make it harder, it makes it easier, because it means that someone can sit in a corner, they can camp, and then the moment someone decides to move, it's just like 1-2 dead. And that's the real Call of Duty effect right there. That is making the game incredibly easy, and that's why weapons need to be a lot less powerful, because then, especially rifle-wise, in Gears of War, that will mean that it will take more focus fire, it will take more effort to actually just lancer someone to the ground, to hammerburst someone to the ground from one side of the map to the other. It will mean that you can't just, you know, sit back and create a wall that that's completely impenetrable, so your team cannot push their team. It makes the Gnasher a little bit more viable in competitive, because if you can get up close, you can really do a lot of damage. But what I'm saying is the Gnasher would be equally balanced down in power. So this is just the kind of idea I've been trying to get across. And the main 2 points I'm trying to get with this video is, one, weapons in Gears of War 3 are extremely overpowered. Not relative to each other, but relative to the franchise in general. It's not a very good thing. And two, everybody keeps speaking about Call of Duty and saying that Gears of War is more like, or Gears of War Judgment is really like Call of Duty. And I say no. You know, out of all the things in the Call of Duty franchise, like I said, the one thing that sticks out to me is how easy it is to play. And the fact is, Judgment is actually quite a lot more difficult in its weapon balancing. However, I will say that the on-screen reticule just does kind of negate that that drop in power, because it makes it a lot easier to hit shots. But still, out of all the things, really, the real Call of Duty effect is making the weapons more powerful, and that's what Gears of War 3 has more than any other game. But this is just a quick commentary that I really wanted to do, because I felt that it was important to get out there to you guys. And thanks for watching, guys, and the next episode of the Gears of War series will be coming out hopefully in the next week or so. I'm going to have to get a new set of gameplays for all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, guys, like I said, thank you for watching, and goodbye.